As part of our series of stories on how to flood-proof your home, we are sharing with you a way that you may not have thought of before, and it's how to waterproof your walls. It's not a method that comes to mind.
So we don't keep the water out of the home. There's other systems that attempt to do that, and they are more or less successful. In our experience, and in my personal experience with my own home, is when you have 2 feet of water outside your home, you're going to have 2 feet of water in your home, most likely.
Which is why waterproof walls could be a solution.
What we do is we help you recover much more quickly, because once water hits sheetrock or gypsum drywall in a home, it ends up being like a domino effect.
We've seen it time and time again, like during the historic flooding in Fort Lauderdale in 2023. But to avoid having to replace all of your walls, an option that's available is a waterproof system like EnduraFlood. And if you're curious to see just how waterproof these panels are, compared to a square of drywall that absorbs the water and breaks easily, the EnduraFlood panels are made from different polymers and metals resistant to fresh and salt water.
They don't shrink, they don't swell, they don't bend, they don't change. But the second step to the story is all the components can be removed.
What Alex Lorenz, the owner of EnduraFlood, means is that in the event of a flooding event, the panels, which can be as high as 51 inches, can be removed to expose this.
So the water will go into the cavity. So it's super important not to just screw a waterproof panel of some sort onto your wall, spackled up, painted over, and be done with, because when water gets in, it gets behind it too. So you have to be able to dry it out.
That's to avoid any mold exposure or further damage to your home. Once you clean out the wall and the panel, it can go back into place. But how do you install it? First, all of the materials are shipped to you.
Prior to the material showing up, you want to cut the drywall off to the height that you want to protect yourself against.
Next,
then you staple trim to wooden studs. It also works for metal studs. Then you mount your panel from underneath. You slide it in. You mount the base clips that we provide you with.
Then you grab your
T20 screwdriver
and screw in the baseboard. Then it's good to go. The cost for the system is based off the project you design and its size. To put it in perspective, for a 24-foot wall, the total cost comes out to roughly $670.
The material cost is higher than sheetrock, but the whole installation cost ends up typically lower, because the contractor doesn't have to come back a million times, spackling, drying, sanding, and back and forth, and you don't have to repaint the whole wall. And the big cost savings are going to come in the next time you're hit by a flood event.
Another option to prepare your home for rainy season. Sophia Hernandez, NBC 6 News.